Hi. First, again, apologies for recording this vid from my bed, but I have no actual chair in this small room, and the weather outside is quite impossible nowadays. To jest moštana ban. Way too hot. So here I am in my room with my air conditioner and full power. Chilly enough for me to think, to be able to think. So, this vid has been long in planning. Actually, I had a very old vid from 2014, February 2014, the oldest vid in my older channel, which was deleted by the fascists of Google YouTube, serving the feminazi Reich of the American fascists who call themselves Democrats and liberals. Well, being nothing but psychotic, theocratic monsters, worse than the Trumpists. So they deleted it because they hail feminazism and hail Jesus and all that other crap. But I did not care much for that, since a vid that was over a decade old, it wasn't good anyway. So I had already planned at the time of that fascist deletion to create a new one and take the old one off. So had other things to do than reminding the people of Google that they are citizens of the USA, which does have a constitution, and the said constitution has something called the First Amendment, which all Americans spit on and trod on a daily basis, hey? So it takes non-American like me to actually remind you that you do have freedom of speech. And you are not North Korea yet. So no reason for you to allow Google and Facebook and all that other garbage to turn you into North Korea, nor into Iran. Sababa? Sababten. So, after all this irritating but extremely necessary details at the beginnings, here is the main thing, finally starting. People, I strongly and fervently believe that the age of consent limitation is fascist and must be written out of all law books on the planet Earth. No exception. And especially the mentally sick idea of an age of consent set on 18. Fucking 18! People, only a religious psychopath can possibly ever support that. Period. I can understand, not justify, never justify, but I can understand. Age of consent being said on 12 or 13. Top. 18! This alone proves that all Americans are psychopaths. You don't need anything else. Сейчас I once read, almost a decade ago, in fact, about a case in, was it Florida? Or some other sad US state in that region? I believe Florida. An 18-year-old guy was sent to prison, an American prison, which is practically a concentration camp, for what? For making love to his 16-year-old girlfriend. And that totalitarian theocratic hell, which is worse than Iran and China combined, is calling itself the land of the free. Which is no more correct than war is peace or slavery is freedom or lie is truth. All sentences can represent trumpists and woke equally, because they are both psychopaths, no exception. People, teenagers and preteens should be encouraged to love, to show love to one another, encouraged to it, and certainly not chastised for it. Really. Spread love in the world, not hatred and violence as the Americans and the Brits have always done. All the English-speaking nations, where violence and hatred are practically religious duty and obligation for them. It is time to start spreading love and pleasure. And the way to it is encouraging children as young as 11 to make love, sex, and teach them how to give pleasure to each other, and teach them how to give and receive love and pleasure in full consent. Thank you.